come to take in one of your practices?
Yeah, man. I actually did an event in Hattiesburg, Mississippi back in, I think it was April, and maybe March, but anyway, April, March. I went down and he came to the event. It was actually at Southern Miss, and we actually played against each other in 1990, my sophomore year, his last year at Southern Miss, and they beat us there in Leach Field. But I've never had a chance to meet him, but I've always followed him, and so he came over, and we actually spent about an hour together before the event. And just kind of hit it off and been texting, and had just reached out to him to see if he'd be interested in coming and just visiting with the team. And we're always bringing in different people from time to time. Monotony of camp, just to kind of give a different voice and another perspective. And here's a guy that played 20 years in the NFL and obviously has a very documented, career. So he was excited to come and had never been here. So it was great. He came in early this morning and stayed all day, and I think he really enjoyed Clemson and just being around, and so it was a lot of fun to have him here. And I can say one of my goals was to catch a pass from Brett Favre. I didn't quite get to do it the way I wanted to, but it happened today, so that was kind of neat. Got to warm up with him a little bit.
Be honest, but did it hurt the hands because he was spinning it?
It was a little different than I warm up every day. I throw with the manager every day. It's just kind of my little routine. Because when I was a receiver coach for all the years, I must have thrown 200 balls a day. That's just what I did for years. And, now I don't throw as much. So a few years ago, I warm up every flex. That's how I stretch. I stretch, I throw, I stretch, I throw. And so I traded out the manager today for Brett Favre. That was a little different velocity coming at me. But I was 100%. So that was a big deal for me. But it was really cool. He's exactly as you think he is. He was great with the guys. He was very interactive. He kind of had some things he talked about, and then we just opened it up and went wherever the players wanted to go, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of great stories. So it was great to meet him.
What was maybe the best question a player asked?
Actually, Will Swinney I thought was a great question. I don't know if it was the best question, but it was the best answer. And because he asked him, he said, I think the question was something like, how hard was it to get used? You're from Southern Mississippi, grow up there your whole life. How hard was it for you to adjust to playing in that type of cold? And he said, well, it was real hard until I got my first paycheck. Then it became a lot easier. It's like, holy crap. So I thought that was a pretty good answer. But it was a lot of good questions, and it was good. It was good. Like I said, here's guys played at the highest level and played a long, long time, and saw a bunch of players come and go. A lot about preparation, and just he always had that mindset of something to prove. I think that's one of the things that made him great, is no matter how many touchdowns he threw or whatever, he kind of approached it every day with something to prove. And I think that's a mindset that you have to be great at anything and to sustain, success. And so it was good, just a great message.